Hello friends, and welcome to another Modern League. We're going to be returning to Death Shadow today. I got this great list. A viewer sent it to me. They'd seen that Y Principe had posted something about Death Shadow on their Twitter. And it was this rockin' list. Thanks for that, Moto. So we're going to be trying it out. I have been wanting to return to Shadow for a little while now. And I had been building something in Jund, which I plan on piloting on Wednesday. And as I was talking about it, viewer sent me this. So yeah, this deck looks amazing. We've got a whole bunch of early threats, Dragon Rage Channeler and Ragavan to get things started, and then towards the mid game we get Death Shadow and Scourge of the Skyclaves to turn sideways. We still have Temur Battle Rage as our combo piece. I mean, this list should be very familiar to anyone that's seen a Death Shadow list before, but there are still some new options. We have Unholy Heat to destroy creatures or planeswalkers. And then also Prismatic Ending, a full 4 of. Big reason to go Mardu. We do also get Stony Silence and Kaya's Guile out of the board, but realistically the reason we're going Mardu is for Prismatic Ending here. Okay, well let's take it for a test ride. Very removal heavy. I'm not too happy with it. We could answer whatever the opponent's doing, but we don't know what they're doing. I'm going to mulligan this. We get a worse hand. Alright, so Marsh Flats gets both of our basics. We're going to want to hold that one in hand for a minute. We're just going to put down... why? We're just going to put down Bloodstained Mire, pass the turn. Okay, so that's not good. Okay, so if we had lightning bolted them last turn, we could have played the Scourge. That being said, if we play Scourge now, we're going to lose it when they do their thing. I think we're in quite a bit of trouble for this game. We're really going to be needing to go to sideboard to win this one. Opponent's already ready to bring their cards in. So yeah. If we had played the Scourge, it would have just been dead anyway. So yeah, we'll let them look at the top 3, and then we can fetch the... Oh, they're targeting themselves. Okay. I mean, we do have a fetch land here, so they realize that looking at our cards is not really going to set up anything. And yeah, Prismatic Ending is looking quite poor in this matchup. So we'll just be getting rid of that. When we board... Alright, so we're just going for another Blood Crypt here, so the opponent doesn't know that we're playing white. is the plan, because we're losing this game. So we don't need to show them that. Play out this 3/3. We have a lightning bolt to kill the architects. They hit us for 10. We still have a 3/3. They got a lot of cards in hand here, so they could have Petty Theft, Ice to tap the Scourge, but they're still 1 point off lethal. Okay, what if we lightning bolt them? This only becomes a 4? I mean, it becomes a 4, we can block the architects. Ooh, Violent Outburst, sure. Oh yeah, because they dealt us damage, our Scourge lives. Cool how that works. Alright, so if we go get Plains, we can play the Prismatic Ending. We have Sorcery and Land. Oh, sorry, Instant and Land. This puts Sorcery down, so we would need Artifact or Creature to come off with the Dragon's Rage Channeler, so that we could kill a Riverwinder. No, they have Hexproof. We can't kill them. Okay. So we're going to have to block, kind of like Chump. Yeah, block one, chump the other. We have Unholy Heat for the Shardless Agent. Well, that might be a target for Unholy Heat. I think at this point we're going to have to reveal that we are playing Mardu. Ragavan. So we could Prismatic Ending the Shardless Agent and then hold up a mana for Unholy Heat. We're going to want to do this. Okay, go for it through the first phase. Okay. We could go 1, 2, 3. We can go get basic planes, go to 2. I don't want to attack with a Dragon Rage Channeler. I don't want it to be, but I would be fine with it being a flyer now, so that we could block the Curator of Mysteries. Although the Unholy Heat might be able to just kill it. So white, black, red. Think that they might have Counterspell in hand. Okay, so we put this into the graveyard. And Rage Channeler becomes a 3/3 flyer. Play Ragavan as a blocker. And we have Unholy Heat. Ooh, Subtlety. They evoked with another Shardless Agent, so we don't get the Ragavan. Probably just put that on bottom at this point. Pass the turn. Block. Unholy Heat. Oh, hey there. This is my first time playing it, so actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I even put it up on Stream Decker. I'll have to fix that in a second. But yeah, I'm excited to play it, but I don't know too much about it. This is my first round with it. Street Wraith, I like that. Grows the Scourge. Lightning Bolt. I think we keep that top. Lightning Bolt them. Scourge is lethal. Oh, let's see if it works. I guess we should just straight attack first. Is this enough? Probably should have just bolted them before I attacked, in case they had a thing. And they do have a thing. So they're going to be getting a bunch of their creatures back, and we get a pair of Dragon Rage Channelers. Good effort, though. We were close. Their last card was what they needed. All right, let's take a look at the sideboard here. So I'm going to want to bring in the Voidwalkers and the Kaya's Guiles. So that's a lot. That's 8 cards we can bring in. Hey, wait, what? Huh? What? I don't understand. I'm not too sure what happened there, but our opponent conceded. They might have misclicked their living end. I'm not sure what happened. Okay. Hey there, Islands. Playing Shadow, nice. Is it the first time on stream? First time with Mardu Shadow, yes. First time with Dragon Rage and Ragavan in a Shadow deck, yes. I have played Shadow in the before times when we were playing like Bomat Courier and Swift Spear. Okay, so we got a little bit of time left. Let's bring in the sideboard. We got a ton of stuff to bring in. We're going to take out the Prismatic Endings. And what else do we take out? Thinking like Bolt probably isn't very good. Inquisition hits a few important cards. Unholy Heat actually hits a couple of their creatures. So I'm thinking maybe like pull out a pair of Inquisitions and a pair of Bolts. And this is how I think I'm going to sideboard. Like the Dismember can actually kill a creature. The Unholy Heat can actually kill a creature. So I'm thinking I can keep those ones. I want to keep some Lightning Bolts to hit the opponent's face with. I'll take these out. And these affect the opponent's graveyard, so we want to keep them. So we have Thoughtseize. I like the Thoughtseize. I'm going to keep this, especially with the opponent mulliganing. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to take whatever says Cascade in their hand, out of their hand. Another land. Okay, so we're not going to be mana screwed. So the Marsh Flats gets both of our basics. Let's start with the Bloodstained Mire. Hey, Doll of Cutie with a sub. Thank you for the 4 months. And thanks for the luck, too. Alright, so we're going to want to Mishra's Bauble first to see what's on top of their deck. They have a Living End on top of their deck. They are not going to be happy about that. Let's Thoughtseize. Okay, I think we just take Violent Outburst out of their hand here. We could take the Subtlety. No, let's just take the Cascade card. That's the card. Don't you know how can be replaced a Bauble? How can be replaced a Bauble? I think they just basically replace themselves. Okay, so we go to their turn. They draw Living End. Let's put another stop on the upkeep here, so we're going to see what they're about to draw. Oh, a cheaper alternative. Not really. Nothing else quite does what Bauble does. Botanical Sanctum, so they are drawing a land for turn. We get another Thoughtseize, okay. So let's see here. One of the Architects of Will is gone. They play the Botanical Sanctum. 4 cards in hand. That seems right. Let's draw 2. All lands. Too many lands. Alright, we'll play a Marsh Flats, play a Thoughtseize. Get rid of Subtlety. Let's take the Living End here. Maybe not. Maybe I leave the Subtlety and take another one of their cycle cards so they only have a single cycle left. And this also gets rid of the blue card in hand. So they don't currently have a card for Subtlety. Okay, gets rid of the Street Wraith. Ooh, I don't like that. They just went ahead and played that untapped. Of course, they drew the Shardless Agent. So, yeah, they're going to bring in 3 critters here. And reveal their deck. Well, this is still going to be a difficult situation. They have a Swamp Walk creature. I mean, we can Unholy Heat. We have Dismember. Scourge can be played at this point. So we're still in this, for sure, for sure. And opponent has Living End and something in hand. Living End and Subtlety is what they have in hand. Alright, we're not going to bother paying life here. Just go get a Godless Shrine, I think. Should we get Sacred Foundry? Godless Shrine. Okay, we got another Blood Crypt. So I'm thinking I'm going to want to fetch a basic, play Scourge. And then we have Unholy Heat up. That only does 2. We're going to have to Dismember. So what do we have? We have... Okay, so once we play the Dismember, the Unholy Heat will be ready to go. And in that case, I'm going to want to go get either Swamp or Plains. Let's just go ahead and use the Marsh Flats for that. Well, if I'm going to want to go get Swamp, I might as well use the Bloodstained Mire, because then I still have the Marsh Flats to get Plains. Hey there, Cylon, what's up? Murica is 1 year older, you say? Yeah, I heard that there was some sort of thing going on. Murica has their July holiday. Well, let's dismember that. And now we got 4 types, so Unholy Heat is good to go. Double Heat. So we block 1, kill the other, we only take 2. So I could go get Plains, put Lurrus to hand, and hold up Unholy Heat. Okay, so they still have 2 cards in hand, which is Living End and Subtlety. Oh, they're just going to put the Subtlety down? Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. And it's still during our turn. So I think I'm going to want to go ahead and just kill that immediately. We'll go down to 1. They could have the kill here. Our actions are pretty easy. We know what we're doing. Going to 1. Sure. And that is a May, so they don't have to do it. Dragon Rage Channeler. And we do have a Bauble. Nice. I'm thinking we're going to want to keep the Unholy Heat, though. So we'll go Luris, Unholy Heat, and Bauble is our play this turn. Let's see what's on top of their deck. This. Target creature gains flying. Okay, so we have the Unholy Heat to answer that. We'll play the Blood Crypt tapped and pass the turn. You're late. Yeah, target creature gains flying. Sure. 1 isn't a problem. 2 flyers is a problem. For a second, I thought they had another one of these. Psycho with blue. Makes me scared. Petty Theft, that's GG. Because now they can attack all. And I only have 1 blocker and 1 removal spell. Okay, so opponent should have won this match. But then again, I should have been on the play for game 2. So, I mean, whatever, right? Let's get back into it. Got our Guiles. Got our Voidwalkers. Now let's see if we can draw any of them. Early game. Obvious mulligan. No hate, but we'll keep. We got a Thoughtseize. We got a first turn Ragavan. Yeah, next turn we're just going to tear their hand to pieces. So we need Blood Crypt. Go Ragavan. And a Bolt. Alright, so I think we'll probably just start with Inquisition, then Thoughtseize them probably. Ooh, okay. So they got 2 Cascade cards. Let's get rid of the Violent Outburst. Good point, Islands. Good point. Generally, the cards I care about are going to be 3 CMC, but absolutely legit. We should have started with Thoughtseize just in case they didn't. Okay, I'm going to go to combat first, see what they have on top of their deck. Street Wraith. Okay. So let's see here. They have Petty Theft. Yes, CMC. Converted mana cost, although now it's mana value, right? I'm just thinking, I kind of want to just play Scourge of the Skyclaves here. And then Thoughtseize and Lightning Bolt next turn. So we'll go get Marsh Flat, or sorry, Godless Shrine. And cast Scourge. Iburikima, hello, hello. We can just pass the turn after this. We have no more plays, so we'll hit 6. And it's our turn again. Godless Shrine. Alright, we know we want a Thoughtseize. Let's just go ahead and do that. Get rid of the Shardless Agent. Bolt them. Make the Scourge large. Get in for some damage. Take 7. And what do we see with Ragavan? Grief. Yeah, alright. I guess we'll just play Godless Shrine and pass the turn. Too bad we don't have enough mana for the Lurrus. Now, I could have paid life there, would have made the Scourge larger. Maybe I should have. Yeah, they do have Petty Theft. They can return our Scourge. They could have returned our Scourge there if they wanted to. But they decided to go for the combo styles. So they're really hoping to get that land plus Cascade creature, and then if they don't, they can Petty Theft this turn and still survive. And that looks like that's what their plan is. So they can Petty Theft the Scourge, and then we'll play 2 Scourge and hope they don't have Cascade. Let's attack. Return Scourge to my hand. Take 2. Riverwinder. Oh, that would be cool. Not happening, unfortunately, but that would be cool. 7 mana. Don't quite have enough. We got 5, so we're not going to be kicking this. The question is, do we want to play both? If we play both, then we're going to lose when they Living End. If we only play one, then at least we can play one the turn afterwards. And if they don't do the Petty Theft thing, then they're just dead. But they have Subtlety. So they're going to be able to Subtlety one of these things. So we probably are going to have to just cast them both. Can I win against Living End? Probably not. Probably can't win regardless. And I think, yeah, as I said, they have Subtlety, so we have to cast both anyways. So that's the Subtlety. And they took out Architect's Will, I guess. I'm not keeping very good track of what they have in hand here. Let's just get rid of that. So many windows. Look at all this stuff that's going on. We got the stack, we got exile zones. Do I want this top or bottom? I mean, at this point, probably just bottom, right? They have cards in hand. Okay, pass back. I didn't even try and cycle this. I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure you can't. But let's see here. Discard this card, draw a card. It wouldn't be discarding it from the exile zone. So they need land and Cascade spell. Although another Brazen Borrower would allow them to survive for a turn. I like the look of that. Cycling, that's really good for us. And we win. Yeah, I'll keep this one. A little bit land heavy, but we've got a Death Shadow, we got Inquisition and Bolt to deal with their early stuff. Oh yeah, the sideboard's neat. So many 4-ofs. I'm just going to hate all the worst stuff. Basic Plains is the worst land in the deck? Yep. I think that would be accurate. Alright, so we have the Mishra's Bauble, but we're not going to want to use it until the opponent's upkeep. Because they're a Blackcleave Cliffs deck, they could easily be playing Inquisition or Thoughtseize. So I think I'm going to want to go Bloodstained Mire, go get Blood Crypt, Inquisition them. Ooh, okay. So they got the Tarmogoyf, which is going to be too big for the Lightning Bolt, but their entire hand is terrifying. We can take care of a Tarmogoyf eventually. Liliana is a bit of a bigger problem. We found the Boomer. Classic. What are we going to do? What are we going to take? I'm in between Tarmogoyf and Liliana, honestly. We have answers for both of them in the deck. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Liliana myself. They're going to be probably played on the same turn anyway. We can handle Tarmo with our own creature eventually, yep. So yeah, we're going to take the Liliana. Oh, don't press 6 yet. Cast the Bauble. You want to draw that card first. Alright, now we hit 6. It'll go to their upkeep, and then we'll crack the Bauble. So we're going to see what they're going to draw. It would have been nice to see that earlier, so we would know if they're drawing an untapped land here, which they are, so they're going to get their Tarmogoyf down. That would be another option, Duct Tape. A good one as well, which was why I was so stuck, because we have good answers to both of these creatures, and they're both terrifying if left unchecked. And we don't currently have the answer to either. So unfortunately, they drew a land there, but if that hits us, we're going to be able to start playing our shadows. So I think I'm just going to play Marsh Flats and pass. They don't have Swamp for Lily? That's true. They didn't have Forest for Tarmogoyf either. I mean, they had Raging Ravine, but that wasn't going to get Tarmogoyf down last turn. Who knows what they're going to draw this turn? Could be Bloodstained Mire, I don't know. In any event, if the Tarmogoyf hits us, it means we get to play our shadows. So, come at me! I am here! Kill me! Oh, we can get rid of that stop. Don't need that anymore. Until the next time. Nice. Well, I mean, that's one of the things about Magic Islands. You rarely, if ever, have perfect information, so it's difficult to know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, there's the Raging Ravine gone. So they do have the Assassin's Trophy, they do have Lightning Bolt. I do not want to draw another land, so let's go ahead and fetch now. Reduce our life total a little bit further. Get another Blood Crypt, I think. Tony Idaho, thanks for the follow, friend. And hello, Solomance. Oh, the Prismatic Ending. Wonderful. So we can just get rid of this Tarmogoyf. If we play a Shadow, we go to 8, and double Lightning Bolt almost kills us. Or we play a Shadow, and Lightning Bolt kills it. That is awkward. I guess we go to 8. Okay, so they have the Assassin's Trophy to kill this. But next turn we get to play Shadow Scourge, and we can bolt them to make sure the Scourge... we don't want to do that. We gotta wait for them to fetch. We don't want to just let Lightning Bolt kill our Scourge. Okay, we'll go get Swamp. And that's all of our basics. Swamp and Plains. Untapped, untapped. Okay, get rid of that trophy. We know they have 2 bolts. Nice. Play this. Play this. And we can hold up Bolt to kill their Raging Ravine. Or we can put Luris to hand. So they have double Bolt and Unknown. I would like to put Luris to hand. Yeah, we're going to put Luris to hand. Means we take down Lightning Bolt this turn. They'll probably bolt our Dragon Rage Channeler right now. Yep, so they don't have to use the mana later. Makes sense. But we still have Shadow, so that means they cannot attack with Ravine and kill Shadow. Okay, that was a Peatland, so we know they have Bolt and Unknown. There's a Scavenging Ooze, and that is going to get big. It's going to be good with the Luris here. So we've got we got 2 creatures, which means that Scavenging Ooze can get out of Lightning Bolt range. But they let us untap, so that might have been a mistake. Okay, let's kill that Scavenging Ooze. Play Luris. Oh, that's right. They can grow it twice. I forgot. Because if we bolt now, they still have enough to hit the Shadow another time. Not quite ideal. Yeah, because they can still just do it again right now. So it still goes up to 4. A bit of a misplay on my side. But we still do get the Mishra's Bauble. So not all is lost. And they're drawing Thoughtseize. Of course, we would do it so that they can kill the card that we draw. Subpar. No attacks, because they could just take the damage and then swing back with Scoos. That seems poor. So they're going to have their choice. They can get a Scourge or a Ragavan here. This would have been better if I had drawn a removal spell or something, but as I did it, and because of what we drew, this is strictly worse than waiting until upkeep to crack the Bauble. Now we've lost the Ragavan. Hey, thanks for the luck, Maxi. Okay, that was the second Lightning Bolt and the Thoughtseize. So we have 2 creatures in the yard, and they have plenty of green. So that's not lethal, though, so we don't have to block. Let's not. Yep. Sure. So we're going to smash them for a bunch, and then play a pair of Scourge. If they draw Lightning Bolt, we die. Thoughtseize is not castable. Good old Death Shadow. Leave Blood Crypt up. It represents the most. It could be Bolt, it could be Fatal Push. Oh, I like that. Play the Verdant Catacombs, that's nice. So they're going to fetch. Probably draw a card here would be my guess. Yeah, draw a card with Peatland. Try and find Lightning Bolt. Oh, they found something. Colligan's Command. Damn! GG. Good game. Almost came back and got that one, but opponent gets it in the end. Okay. So what are we going to do here? I think we bring in Kaya's Guile and Dauthi Voidwalker again. But we leave in Prismatic Ending. We take out some number of discard. We might actually even be taking out all of the discard, honestly. And just deal with the things on the table. Not great. We'll keep it. Won't be too long before we can get a shadow down, and we can do the fork, turn 1. So we'll play the Marsh Flats, play the Bauble, and then wait until the end of the opponent's turn, and we'll decide how we want to deal with these two things. How did I lose? I was at 2 life, and opponent had Colligan's Command. So they were able to do 2 damage to us with that. Spell Bomb. Yep. Okay, target us. Swamp. I'm going to want to shuffle that away. So we'll go get Blood Crypt. Pay the life because I have a shadow. And pass on. Draw 2 cards. Maybe the swamp was fine because I have Kaya's Guile. We'll draw another land. As I say that, we'll draw no more lands for the rest of the game. Alright, play Dragon Rage Channeler. Cast Mishra's Bauble. Scourge. Kind of like Scourge. On top. Yeah, I thought I was going to win with those two Scourges too. But that's magic. Renin 6. Ooh, that's a good one for the opponent. Renin 6 kills Dragon Rage Channeler. That is a really good draw for the opponent if they have green mana available. And they do. Okay, so there's our third land. So we could bolt them, play Scourge. I mean, it's better than playing Shadow. Go get Sacred Foundry. And we get a 4/4 Scourge. Alright, I'm going to take that upkeep stop off again. Oh no. Don't. Ah. Well, Unholy Heat could kill Liliana. If we target Renin 6 with it, they could spellbomb us, and we lose the heat. So I'm thinking we probably just heat Lily. So opponent's getting quite a bit of advantage from this Renin 6. It's killed the Dragon Rage Channeler. It's drawn them a card. There's Kroxa. Get rid of TBR. Kaya's Guile gets rid of Kroxa forever. Alright, so they go get their land. Play Tarmogoyf, so we're going to want to ask them to sacrifice a creature, then we'll exile the graveyard. And I think we're going to have to do it during our turn. No, we can do it during their turn. They don't have nearly enough cards to bring Kroxa back. We don't have to worry about that. So maybe we can even get the Renin 6. Because we're fine with letting them hit us with a Tarmogoyf one time. I guess we could have just played Shadow here. That, I think, would have actually been way better. Do the thing, do the thing. Do it before combat. Oh, they're doing it now. I kind of want to let the Tarmogoyf hit me, but if they're going to uptick the Ren, then we're going to get rid of their land and the Tarmogoyf. Treachery! 37. Thank you for the follow, friend. Alright, so... each opponent sacrifices a creature, exile all cards from the graveyard. That's the one. Now I'm super punished for not playing that Shadow. I should have fetched, played the Shadow. Punished. Who knows, though? One of those last two cards could have just been a removal spell, but then they wouldn't have a Liliana on the board, so... I think we're pretty much toast here. Voidwalker. Liliana can just kill it. I'm not sure that we can come back from this, but I'm going to give it a few more turns here. Plague Engineer, yep. I mean, it does have Death Touch, so it's able to kill our big creatures. It makes sense that they would want to have that. Oh, nice combo. Plague Engineer plus Renin 6 kills our critter, then they can continue to tick up Liliana to move towards the ultimate. Well played, opponent. Another rogue. I'm going to scoop him up here. So a little bit land heavy, and not enough of these things produce red, but we do have the red source we're going to keep. Yeah, exactly. Prismatic Ending and Luris are super good. So the question is, do we play the Dragon Rage Channeler as our turn 1 play, or the Ragavan? Because I could potentially keep the Ragavan and dash. I think we are playing the Ragavan to be able to play it turn 1, so let's play it turn 1. And, you know, if it sticks, then we run away with the game. Okay, so Ragavan is looking good. Turn 1 Serum Visions. I mean, to my brain, that looks like Storm, but it's been a long time since I've seen Storm. Maybe other decks play Serum Visions now? Two on top. That's scary. Top. Well, we'll see what the top one is. They probably left something like a land there for us. And we're going to want to go probably like Dragon Rage Channeler. Oh, Murktide. Absolutely, that's definitely what it has to be. It's got to be Murktide. The new Delver. I should put an auto yield on that. Spell Pierce, that's not going to do us any good. Get Blood Crypt. And pass. Temple of Epiphany. Well, I don't think it's Murktide now. Bro, Ravioli is OP? Is that where in Dark Souls 3 you do a backstep and then backstab somebody? That's a Ravioli, right? And then you get the reverse Ravioli, which is where you do a reverse roll towards your opponent and then backstep backwards so that you're, again, right behind the opponent and you can do a backstab, but it gives you more distance and is slightly harder to do. Ravioli is Ragavan. Okay. I mean, that makes way more sense considering the what we're actually doing here is playing Magic. We're not playing Dark Souls. I didn't know that Ragavan was nicknamed Ravioli. Well, thanks for teaching me something, chat. Ragavan is Macavan. Ragavan's got all the nicknames. Hold on. Do I want to just Lightning Bolt myself? One card top, one bottom. So we could Lightning Bolt ourselves, and then next turn we can play Shadow. I want to keep that. Should not do that yet. I should see what's on top first. This is Blue-Red Emrakul Breach. Thank you, friends. If we do this first, though, we might be able to get the Channeler to do more damage. Yeah, we got to Inquisition first. They set up their top card, so it's not going to be any good for us. Let's always yield to that. Temur Battle Rage. I want to keep that one on top. That gives us the win next turn, I think. Oh my. I guess we take Seismic Assault. They're playing Swans. They're playing Swans, chat. Yeah, they can't cast that yet. You're right. Maybe I should have just taken the counterspell. Another counterspell, whatever. Okay, make a 4/4 Shadow, and put Lurrus to hand. Oh, see? Yeah, they could. They had Cascade Bluffs. They could have cast Seismic Assault. Alright, so let's get rid of the Cascade Bluffs there. Hey, Magus of the Churros! Thank you for the Prime sub. And that's 3 months. Thank you so much for the support. Bidet from Spain? Hey, Bidet from Canada. Attack. We'll throw this Temur Battle Rage. Shadows is back on the menu. Do you want to counterspell my Temur Battle Rage? It is not lethal. It is not a lethal rage. No. So that's just another instant. Do we want a bolt? Not really, right? Put that to the graveyard. Okay, so hit him for 7. And we have nothing else to do on our turn, so pass on. Here come the Swans. Alright, so they got rid of Lightning Bolt and Counterspell, and here's the Swans. Over 35 degrees Celsius and no AC. Yeah, that sucks. It is hot out. Another TBR? Thank you. Is that lethal? Not quite, huh? Still pretty good. Yeah, but my Lurrus... I guess my Lurrus gets Ragavan. Well, let's attack and see what happens, right? Temur Battle Rage seems pretty good. If they do not block Shadow, they just straight die. Actually, TBR just wins, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks like TBR just wins. Let's go. Because however they block, they're going to take 8. Which is Xaxes. So here they take 3 and then they take another 5 from the Shadow. They take 2? Oh. Well, they conceded, so... Because, yeah, the damage is prevented. Regardless, I was going to be able to draw all these cards, so I was going to draw another 3. They take a bunch of damage. Thanks for clearing that up, though. I absolutely did miss how that was going to work, and maybe our opponent did as well. So it does lethal damage to it, then the over damage is trampled over, and then we get to regular damage again, and we didn't actually get to that point, so we didn't get to see how Moto handles it. It is an odd interaction, considering it works differently with Indestructible. It used to come up a lot when Affinity was real with Etched Champion. Oh, okay. Opponent could have won, though. Yeah. It seems like we've had two opponents now that have conceded a little bit early. So let's think about this. Our opponent is playing Swans. So what does that mean for us? Kaya's Guile seems good. Let's put this on Pile. I like Pile when I'm sideboarding. So Kaya's Guile seems good. Dismember seems good. Lightning Bolt seems like Ancestral Recall. I'm wondering about Voidwalker in this matchup. Voidwalker might be very good. Unholy Heat can draw 6. Yeah, that's super good. Alright, so we got 1 minute. I want to bring in these Guiles. I got to take out 4 cards. Prismatic Ending seems a little bit weak in this matchup. So yeah, maybe we just take out the Prismatic Endings. There is one card that it could hit that seems, you know, like it hit the Seismic Assault. No lands. Hand looks great. Let's mull. Oh no. Oh no. Well, we're going to have to keep this. Obviously keep the land. I want to keep the Bauble. I'd like to keep the Ragavan and both Thoughtseize. So we're getting rid of Lightning Bolt and Inquisition. And we draw Bolt. All right. So we're going to want to go ahead and start with Ragavan. And we'll play the Bauble so we can hopefully draw another land next turn. Let's get Blood Crypt for the Thoughtseize. Cast this. We're going to go ahead and activate it immediately. We don't need to wait in this matchup. Sulfur Falls is what they're going to draw. Pass on. So we're playing the Kaya's Guile because we want a sacrifice effect to get rid of a Swan. Looks like a removal spell, but we did get the land for Thoughtseize. Attack first or Thoughtseize first? I don't think it matters. If they have a spell that could kill the Ragavan, they'll either kill the Ragavan when it attacks or when I Thoughtseize. You think hit first? Is there like a big difference? I guess... whatever. I mean, this way, potentially, we have more mana. Always lets you see. And it gives us more mana. Lets us see if we want to potentially cast a Spellskite. Maybe we want to cast a Spellskite. Let's take a look at their hand. Okay, so we get rid of the Seismic Assault this turn, and then next turn we can get rid of the Swans. And I'm interested in playing this Spellskite. It could make it super easy for us to to play a shadow. They remand it? Oh, right. And it goes back to them. Hey, thanks, friends. I'm glad I have all of you around. So in that case, we might as well just Thoughtseize the bird. We don't have to Thoughtseize the bird this turn. We can wait till next turn. Because if I don't Thoughtseize this turn, they just don't get to cast the Remand. I mean, this turn. Alright, let's pass. Okay, so they play Mountain. Yeah, same art. Let's get rid of that. Oh, they drew Seismic Assault? The Seismic Assault draw was pretty good. Let's see if they want to use any of those lands on Ragavan. They don't! They want to keep them all for the Swan. You greedy bastard. Okay, pass back. I guess we could play Shadow. No, I'm not interested in playing Shadow right now. Too easy for them to kill it. It's a 3/3, all they have to do is draw land, and they get to kill Shadow. But then you bolt yourself? That's true. That's true. They play the Frumerol. We have another bolt. Attack with Ragavan. Wow, they let it happen again. Okay, get another mountain. Let's play the Shadow. Pass turn. Two damage on Ragavan after I've used it? Sure. Oh, I don't like all this. Well, that doesn't seem too bad. We can use Kaya's Guile to ask them to sacrifice it. So I asked them to sacrifice it, and then I make a creature, I guess. I could ask them to discard a card, but they can just use Seismic Assault to discard the Sulphur Falls. Oh, no, that's the Sulphur Falls. I don't know what they have in hand. They have a random card in hand. Yeah, let's get them to discard it. White, black, and red, why not? Kaya's Guile. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Oh, it's not discard a card, it's exile cards from graveyards. Let's exile cards from graveyards then. Yeah, Guile doesn't discard. It does other things. It does a lot of stuff. It's Kolaghan's Command that discards. So I want to sacrifice a creature and exile their yard, I guess. Just make a 1/1. Well, when this ability goes off, I guess it doesn't matter if it's just one. Solomon, thanks for the follow, friend. Okay, so let's see here. This is a lot of damage, actually. That's 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. Plus 6 is 14. I believe this is Xaxes. Go get Blood Crypt. Pay the life. Eight plus 6. Sweet. Bolchia. GG. So I'm fine with keeping this hand. We really need another land, but we're on the draw. We have a Bauble. So I think I'm going to keep it. And we even have removal if they play a 1-drop. Oh, and Solomon, I was playing Dimir Shadow in Legacy back when I was playing Legacy. Back when people were playing, you know, in person. Snowland. Joke's on you, you're just making it easier to get Delirium, opponent. Oh, they take the Mishra's Bauble? Yeah, that makes sense. I was kind of counting on that to help me find another land. Oh, now we got to reveal the card we drew. Alright, we're going to go Blood Crypt with this so we can play the Unholy Heat. And we can draw red cards as we draw them. Inquisition you. Okay. So they're going to probably Kroxa next turn. Do we take their removal or their discard? Probably just take their discard here. It'll be a while before we can get anything onto the board. Yeah, here comes Kroxa. Kind of leaning towards getting rid of TBR, to be honest. I don't see this happening anytime soon. Prismatic Ending could be pretty good at eliminating Kroxa for good. We just draw TBR off the top. I kind of wanted a land deck. I guess we're doing nothing with our turn. It's the risk of keeping a 1-land hand. I'm going to put the Lurrus over here so I don't forget. Oh, there's a Dragon Rage Channeler. So we can kill that with Unholy Heat. Oh, nice. We get a land. So let's see here. What did the opponent have? They have 3 card types. Kroxa, so they have Unholy Heat in hand. They've already got land. So we can play a 3/3 Scourge. I think I will do that. Can at least get something on the board here. And if they don't deal with it quickly, it will actually grow out of range of the Unholy Heat. Now, they got a Bauble. That's going to give them Delirium so they can kill the Scourge. Oh well, 1-for-1 trade. They might want to do that now so they can use both their mana, but they're going to pass the turn. Oh, we get Thoughtseize. All right, let's get them to use their card. And Thoughtseize them. Take the Fatal Push. And pass on back. So they're pretty close to bringing Kroxa back, but we do have Prismatic Ending to answer that. They might just put Lurrus to hand here, depending. Yep, they do. Thoughtseize here would be pretty good. Oh, we got a Bloodstained Mire, so we can play the Death Shadow. We can play it out as a 3/3. Might as well just go get a Godless Shrine, so we got all 3 of our lands. Alright, what's it going to be? You're going to play Lurrus for a Bauble? We can kill Lurrus with Prismatic Ending too. No, it's a Voidwalker. Okay. I mean, whatever, we'll kill that too. Kill whatever comes out. But we only get to kill one thing. Ooh, Ragavan. So do we just, like, dash Ragavan here? Because then we get the extra mana for Prismatic Ending. All right, Ragavan, do your thing. Shows us a Dauthi Voidwalker. Well, unfortunately, we cannot cast it because we tapped the wrong lands, but we can get rid of their Dauthi Voidwalker. Mishra's Bauble. Oh, looks like no land again. And there's Lurrus. Cool, cool, cool. Another Bauble. And yeah. So that's a lot of card draw here. Oh, we get a Scourge. Nice. Didn't think they would block, so yeah, just go ahead and take 3 here, then we'll play Scourge and Ragavan. Actually, if we only play Scourge and hold Ragavan in hand, then we can discard Ragavan to Kroxa and hold the TBR. TBR is super good with Scourge. Yeah, so I'm going to hold the Ragavan in hand just in case they cast Kroxa this turn. And if they don't, if they have, like, for example, Thoughtseize take TBR, then at least we can dash the Ragavan. But it kind of looks like Kroxa is what's happening here. And I think we beat Kroxa. No, this is Dragon Rage Channeler. Okay. Not Kroxa. They could still cast Kroxa, actually, because of the Lurrus. They just wouldn't be able to keep it. Okay. It's another Kroxa out of hand. So we discard Ragavan. And we just gotta hope their last card isn't Fatal Push. Uh-oh. Looks like it's Fatal Push. No, it's Inquisition. Aw, they take the TBR. And that's both of our Temur Battle Rages. Lightning Bolt. Okay. So we Lightning Bolt we Lightning Bolt ourselves, and both of our creatures are lethal. They have to block both. Yeah, we just attack here and see what happens. If we Lightning Bolt Lurrus, then they Dragon Rage, block the Scourge, take 3. If they use Lurrus to block Death Shadow, then do we just Lightning Bolt ourselves in that case? That's the hope. Nope. It looks like they're smarter than that. Lurrus immediately jumps in front of the Death Shadow. Mayshawn, thanks. Mayshawn. Oh, any event. Thank you very much for the follow, friend. I think I bolt myself here. Bolt Lurrus, so they don't gain the life. Okay, so they just drew land there. They have access to 1 Kroxa. Ooh, Dark Confidant. That's a card. It must block, though. Bolting Luris was maybe the line there. I don't know. I think the attack was actually the way to go, but I should not have hesitated. I should have just, like, attacked and... Because there was absolutely a chance that they were not going to block there. Put them to 3. Play the Bauble, and we're going to activate it during their upkeep so we don't lose whatever card we were about to draw. And we get to see what's on top of their deck. Unholy Heat. Okay. Does not kill us, does not kill Scourge, does kill Shadow. So they could Unholy Heat, kill the Shadow, bring back Kroxa, we go to 7. We get to kill their Kroxa with Scourge, but we're still playing. They have a bunch of cards in the graveyard, so they could just Kroxa over and over again. And maybe that kills us eventually. Of course, if we had bolted the Luris, we would have won here. But I think that it was the right way to go. Just attack, see if they block or not. Why didn't we put Luris to hand last turn? We had 3 mana untapped. It seems like a punt to me. Would have been discarded to Kroxa. Thank you, Donut. Because we discard it. That is the reason why. Okay, we have 2 lethal threats now. I mean, that is kind of what I'm thinking right now. I could go to 6, go get Swamp, put Luris to hand, and then I'm not taking the damage from Kroxa. Long game 1 here. Yep. Kroxa again. So they have to kill the Dragon Rage Channeler. Oh, we got Inquisition? What do they got? Haha! They're not going to show me what they got. They concede. Okay. So, I like Kaya's Guile, and I like Voidwalker. What are we going to take out? Temur Battle Rage is a bit of a risk in this matchup. I want to take out some number of Hand Disruption. Yes, Metnik, but if I did that, it would put them into the spot where they are opposed to converted mana cost, and I wanted them specifically in this slot here. I'm wondering about the Ragavans. They're so easy to kill between Unholy Heat and Lightning Bolt and. But we've already got so many cards here we're considering getting rid of. Can't cut Rag. Can't cut, won't cut, don't cut ever. Take the draw? What? That seems so crazy to me. I mean, we're on the draw anyway, but... that seems so weird to me. Taking the draw in Modern seems like... I don't know. Oh, on the draw, cut some Rag. I mean, we are on the draw. Yes. We have lands, we got a first turn creature, we have a removal spell, we'll keep this. They also have a Dragon Rage Channeler. I want to dismember that right now. And then we can just play Death Shadow next turn. Like maybe double Death Shadow next turn? Blood Crypt. Get rid of this. Sure. So we'll dismember that and play Shadow. So let's see here. This puts us to 11, and then 4 more puts us to 7, which is 3 and 3 is 6. So I'm thinking, oh, I guess we could dash the Ragavan, huh? And then dismember the Voidwalker. But then we don't have a huge shadow on the board. Turn 2, 7/7 Shadow. That's what I'm about. Bolt Bolt. Yeah, we are dead to Bolt Bolt. But they don't have that. Just pass the turn. Don't even play a land, opponent. Oh, they got something from this hesitation. It looks like they have something else to do. Yeah, they go ahead and play Scalding Tarn. So we have double black here and red mana. Yeah, I'm fine with going to 4. Oh, they're going to kill it. Here comes Fatal Push or something. So I should have played the Voidwalker pre-combat. No, they would have just been able to Fatal Push in response to the Voidwalker, so no harm, no foul. Okay, go get Lurrus. We got 3 card types in the yard. Oh, another Marsh Flats. That's not very good for us. What were we holding the mana up for? Ah. Thoughtseize my Lurrus away. Oh. Oh, we have an instant. But if Temur Battle Rage flips over a card for this to get Delirium, we actually win the game. Hold land in hand for Kroxa? Yeah, we were doing that. I mean, it seems like the best thing. You don't win? It's 9. Because it gains double strike. It doesn't get trample. We don't need trample. It has shadow. Shadow and flying. All we need to do is hit a sorcery or an artifact. Which is not a lot of cards. If we don't hit, then we don't have to attack with Dragon Rage. But if we do hit, we win the game. I think that's worth it. We're going to leave the Blood Crypt untapped for Lightning Bolt. We don't draw a card, whatever. Yeah, we're just going to go for it. TBR, let's go. What do we get? Creature. Do I want to keep the Ragavan? Probably not. I probably just want to go for Lightning Bolt. I don't know. Ragavan seems pretty good. Unfortunate that we didn't hit, but it is what it is. So let's hit them for 6. And depending on what they got, I mean, we might just win here. That would have been really cool if we got the Dragon Rage Channeler to go off there. So yeah, we block, they go to 5, and we have 5 attacking. Dragon Rage Channeler. That's a blocker. So maybe I just take this then. This is so awkward. No, we can't take it because the Dragon Rage Channeler is going to kill us. We know what's on top. If we don't block, we die. Mog Marshall, thanks for the follow, friend. EE on 2. Okay, we lose. Is there anything in exile? Thoughtseize and Verdant Catacombs. All right, going to game 3. Two lands. We got to start with a Ragavan. We'll keep this. Got a Dragon Rage Channeler to go with the Mishra's Bauble. This hand looks gas. And if they kill a Ragavan, we got a replacement. We're going to leave the Mishra's Bauble for a turn so we can cast it with a Dragon Rage Channeler out. Okay, they have the Heat for the Ragavan. So let's see here. We have the Blood Crypt. Let's get the Godless Shrine. No, we need double red here, so we should get the Sacred Foundry. Another land. Let's put that to the graveyard. Play Ragavan. And we'll go to their upkeep, and then we'll use the Bauble. So they are going to draw a Blackleaf Cliffs. And they play Bloodstained Mire, so we know one of the cards in hand. Pedro, that would probably have been a pretty good idea. It would have meant that our Ragavan would be taken by Inquisition here. But, yeah, there's still some lines that I'm not quite clear on. Ragavan is still a new card to me. Alright, opponent has all the answers here. Let's draw 2 cards. Get Prismatic Ending and Death Shadow. Death Shadow comes in as a 1/1. Or we could put Luris to hand. Kind of like Luris to hand this turn. Dr. Funkenstein, 82. Thanks for the follow, friend. Go get Godless Shrine. And get the Luris. Take the stop off their upkeep. Don't need that anymore. Oh, they do have another Inquisition. So opponent decided to stay on the discard, where we decided we want to deal more with what's on the table. Infinite discard, even. Alright, so what do we get rid of here? Probably just the monkey, right? And I'm going to want to fetch first, so if I find a card I want to keep on top, I can keep it on top. After attacks? I guess it doesn't matter. Delirium for opponent? This exiles. think we get the Ragavan here instead of the Dragon Rage Channeler. Lightning Bolt. I like the Lightning Bolt. Keep that on top. Kills their Dragon Rage Channeler. No questions asked. Plays Bloodstained Mire. They got 2 Blackcleave Cliffs. I'm pretty sure this has already been played. And put Lurrus to hand. Nice. 1 unknown. So let's see here. They have instant, sorcery, and land. They're missing creature or artifact. Another Ragavan. Okay. Not bad. So we can kill their Ragavan. Actually, you probably have to keep the Lightning Bolt for the Lurrus. This is 7 damage. Yeah, I think we have to keep the Lightning Bolt, right? Which means we probably can't attack with Shadow this turn. We need Shadow to block Ragavan. Or we just attack because we topped this and they might think it's TBR. And they might think they have to block. Cool. So do we kill Ragavan or do we kill Lurrus, chat? I think we have to kill Ragavan here. I don't think we can let them get that advantage. Into the graveyard. It does mean they can recast it, but at least they weren't able to get a card off of our deck and play that card. Ugh. Deck. What are you doing to me? Oh, well, at least it grows the shadow. So they just block the channeler and that should be it. All right, they go to 2. But they can play a blocker every turn for the shadow. We really need to draw into something decent here. Need a removal spell. Or a Temur Battle Rage. Oh, no, that just kills. Good job, opponent. Taking advantage of my greed. GG. One land, we have 2 baubles, and we can start with a Ragavan. Let's keep this. We might actually want to start with the Inquisition so that we don't just throw a Ragavan into a Lightning Bolt. I'm going to cast one of these, take a look at their top card, and see what they're playing. They're playing Dredge. First turn Inquisition against Dredge could be pretty good if it hits that artifact, but I'm thinking the Ragavan's going to get a lot of value over the first turn. If they have the artifact, we can Strands it. Alright. Go get Blood Crypt. Play the Monkey. Play the Bauble. And wait till their draw step. We'll find out what's on top of their deck with the Mishra's Bauble. Forgotten Cave is on top. Another Inquisition, but no lands. Unfortunate. Well, we're going to have to rely on Ragavan. Okay, so that shuffles away the Forgotten Cave. Dark Blast. Yeah, don't really want that. So the choice is between play a 3/3 Scourge or play Inquisition. I think we got an Inquisition here. In case they have Cathartic Reunion. Oh, this is great. We get Cathartic Reunion and Thrilling Discovery. Okay, we can take that stop off the draw step there. This is going to be a hard matchup. But their hand is looking poor. I guess if they play Necromoeba, we could hit it with Unholy Heat so that we can continue to attack. Oh, we even draw the land so we can play the Scourge afterwards. Nice. Unholy Heat. Attack with Ragavan. Get another Necromoeba. Don't really want to play that. I think I would rather play the Scourge. Go get a Godless Shrine. And pass the turn. Ragavan doing work. Okay, Stinkweed Imp. We can Lightning Bolt that out of the way if we do not draw land, but we draw land so we can exile it. That's so much better. White, black, red, Prismatic Ending, the Stinkweed Imp. Attack with all. Take 7. Okay, go ahead. They're going to Life from the Loam here, is my guess. Yep, Life from the Loam, get 2 lands. This all makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Ragavan's got a lot of words on it. Golgari Thug, you're dead. We just Lightning Bolt the Thug. You can scoop now, opponent. Cool. So we managed to win game 1 versus Dredge, thanks to Ragavan into double Inquisition. Let's bring in the Voidwalkers. All right, first off, I like to do the pile view, and then I want to pull these over here so I see the cards I'm bringing in. We can also bring in Kaya's Guile, which exiles graveyards. And I want to take out Dismember. I should probably take out some number of Thoughtseize, if not all of them. Unholy Heat isn't very good. Prismatic Ending is only so-so. Stony Silence does almost nothing. Alpine Moon does almost nothing. Okay, so these are the cards that we want to bring in. And we're going to have to Let's see, or what is this? 4 cards we get to keep? Maybe just keep the 4 Thoughtseize? Ending probably better than anything else, yeah. Just as a way to exile any Dredge creatures that they put into play. It worked so well versus that Stinkweed Imp. I think we're fine keeping it. And then we get 8 cards that affect the graveyard. Alright, I think I'm satisfied with this. I might miss the Thoughtseizes, but they'll be more important on the play anyway, so let's send in with this, and I probably won't change anything for Game 3, but we'll see how I feel then. Okay, we do have a Guile, and we have a turn 1 Ragavan, so we are going to keep this. And if we get to smash with turn 1 Ragavan, we can Guile on turn 2. Okay. So I guess we just go Mire, Blood Crypt, Ragavan. Seems pretty simple here. And we can also Mishra's Bauble. It's not going to get us much value here, but at least we get the card draw out of it. Is there any reason not to... I guess there's no reason to crack the Bauble this turn, so we can just crack it on their upkeep. They're drawing a Necromoeba. Sweet. That's a great draw for us. One of the worst things that they can draw. They want to dredge that. They don't want to draw it. Okay. And this is Cathartic Reunion, so they're going, this is bad. Well, that could have been way worse. And we're going to be able to Kaya's Guile, so they cannot use the Ox. Don't like another Prismatic Ending there. Maybe we should cut Prismatic Endings to, like, 2 endings, 2 Thoughtseize. Because having a Thoughtseize there to get rid of the Cathartic Reunion would have been sweet. Might be, might be. Let's start with an attack. Blood Crypt. Okay, that's no good. Let's go get Godless Shrine. Yes. So when do we cast the Kaya's Guile? Do we just do it now? Because we don't want to let them get to their main phase and cast the Ox. We could potentially do it on draw phase, but, like, that doesn't seem better to me. I think we'll just do it now. And I think I go ahead and make a Spirit. Black, white, doesn't matter. Make a Spirit. Exile all cards from each opponent's graveyard, make a Spirit. Okay. Alright. Take the upkeep stop off there. Next turn we can play Shadow and Scourge. Ooh, Prismatic Ending. Yep. And they pass. Nice. Oh, we draw another Ragavan? I think I would rather just play Scourge and Shadow this turn. Actually, like, Ragavan is almost as powerful as Scourge is right now. I think, actually, we dash Ragavan, we hit them for 3, get the mana, and then just play Shadow? Or Scourge is going to be big at that point? I want to do all the things. Let's just go get another Blood Crypt. You're thinking the Death Shadow here? Death Shadow and Scourge are almost the same size. I think Shadow's a little bit bigger first turn. Oh, no, they have the Lightning Axe for the Ragavan. Looks like we're playing Shadow. Scourge only 4/4, Shadow 5/5. Actually 3/3. It would have been a little bit larger if we had actually managed to hit. Okay, we're going to be playing the Scourge, so no Luris this turn. Let's attack for 6. Okay, Scourge is nice and large now. We'll cast it. And pass the turn. I should have fetched with the Arid Mesa there. But if I had, I'd actually be dead right now. So good thing I didn't. But this is going to bring their prized amalgams in. Those are tapped though, so that's not a big deal. Are we going to have enough damage though? Because our Scourge just became tiny. So this is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We can do one more with the Arid Mesa. Tap that Confluence. Inquisition, that's not what I wanted to see. Okay, so this is 12, 13, 16 damage. Not lethal. So I think I end the Necromoeba, attack with the Shadow, and pass the turn. We can get an Inquisition on there as well. So let's see what they're holding. Well, they got a bunch of stuff. We just take a Necromoeba here. Prismatic Ending the Necromoeba, attack with Shadow, and pass. As if we were 1 damage off. Get a Necromoeba. Okay, we're not dead yet. They are getting a prized amalgam back on the end of turn, so that's important. We probably go ahead and fetch with the Arid Mesa. Pull a land out of the deck, go to 1. Difference between 1 and 2 is a Necromoeba attack, so maybe we don't do that. I'm expecting no attacks. Okay. Get a Mishra's Bauble, cast that. We Prismatic Ending the Stinkweed Imp. Okay, so we have 3 attackers, they have 3 blockers, that's no good. We can attack with Shadow Scourge. Oh, yeah, we just have to pass here because we have the 2 life. What are they gonna... I guess we don't know what they're gonna draw because they're just going to Life from the Loam or whatever, so I guess we just have to pass here. If we attacked, we would be dead. Ah, Creeping Chill. Okay, so, I mean, we are dead because of the Creeping Chill, but if we had attacked, we attack with Spirit, Death Shadow, and Scourge, then they just block all three and kill us on the crackback. If we attack with Shadow, they block with Apprised Amalgam, and then attack us with everything, and we're dead. So if we attack with anything, we immediately die. Leave Spirit back. Well, they would still have two attackers. Yeah, okay, I see that. Yep. They're swinging back with 2 3/3s still, and that's still lethal. Mpopa, hello, hello. Alright, so I was thinking I want to get rid of 2 of these Prismatic Endings and bring 2 Thoughtseize back in. Being able to have discard spells turn 1 and 2 here seemed pretty important. Alright, so we have the double Kaya's Guile, but we don't have the land for it. This hand is so awkward. If we get the land for Kaya's Guile, we might be fine. If we don't get it, we're pretty hosed. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it all on being able to cast these Kaya's Guiles. Let's go fetch land. Oh, we can't run Street Wraith with Luris there, Popa. Peace out, Playa 1. Thanks for the follow, friend. Come on, fetch land. Give me fetch land. This Gemstone Caverns is a pain, though. It allows them to start a turn earlier. Prismatic Ending, that's not what I was afraid of. I would have liked to have kept the Dragon Rage Channeler, but not what I was afraid of. Oh, man. That would have been nice to be able to take a look at what the top card was. If it wasn't a fetch land, put it into the graveyard. But who knows, maybe it's a Shadow. Maybe we get a Shadow on top. Let's go Shadow. Shadow or fetch land. Damn it. Well, Inquisition. Oh, man. If we Inquisition and we hit one of their Dredge things, like they already, if they had a Cathartic Reunion, they would have played it. I don't want to Inquisition and take one of their Dredgers and let them start going. I'm going to do nothing. It has a luck counter on it, so Gemstone is any color they want. Oh wow, their hand is garbage. Bolt you in case I draw Scourge. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, I would like to pay 2 life. Okay, so they don't have anything in the graveyard they can dredge. Go ahead. It was for the Gemstone. They were like, oh yeah, I got a Gemstone turn 1. This hand is amazing. I like that. It is a legendary land. Maybe opponent didn't realize it was a legendary land. Scourge. Do we play Scourge as a 1/1 and take down the Kaya's Guile? I think that's fine. The real question is, do we cast Inquisition and potentially put more stuff into their graveyard? We should have cast it previously. We should have cast this before we cast Scourge. Yep. Yeah, look at all those lightning axes. Oh, they even have a Cathartic Reunion in hand. Well, let's just take the Cathartic Reunion then. But yeah, they lightning axe the Scourge and they can start dredging now. And we even took down mana. So if they dredge into something good, we're in trouble, but they didn't. Their dredges are garbage. So they used a lightning axe and a thug. Get a land here. So I think we just go ahead and use one of the Guiles. But we should probably do it during upkeep. Well, they don't have any targets for the lightning axe. So we can just, like, instead of getting a spirit, we could just ask them to sacrifice a creature. Because we know they have Golgari What's-Name in hand. Or do we let them dredge with Stinkweed Imp and then do it? Let them dredge first? Yeah, okay. Okay, Necromoeba, which is going to bring back their amalgams. Let's see here. Each opponent exile all cards from a graveyard, create a spirit. No spirit. I mean, it does give them a target for Lightning Axe. We're going to give them a target for Lightning Axe eventually. In order to win the game, we have to present creatures. Oh, if I had one more land, but they have Lightning Axe, so I can't really play the Ragavan. We won't have enough mana for Kaya's Guile then. We'll see if they'll Axe a Spirit. We still got 10 minutes left on our clock. We should be able to get the game done by then. Yeah, there's the Lightning Axe. Okay, so we get rid of another axe. So let's see here. They have the Ox, but Ox says 8 cards. They don't have 8 cards, and it doesn't look like the rest of their graveyard's really doing anything. This is fine. And I think they have 1 axe left. Golgari Thug. A Burikima looking to open a chest, I see. We just brought that option back. This is the final game of the league, so if you want to wait around, we'll do that afterwards. Lurking and working? Okay, cool, cool, cool. So let's see here. We could Prismatic Ending the Thug. Could... Is Kaya going to be lit? Donnie Byrne, thanks for the follow, friend. I think we just passed turn. They have a prized amalgam on top. Great. Oh, nice. Here's a shadow. Okay, so let's ask them to sacrifice a creature and exile their graveyard. Each opponent sacrifices a creature, exile cards from graveyard. White, black, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we could have put Ragavan in play to ask them to axe it. They're going to cast Life from the Loam, so our Ragavan is good to go. Still, we can do it. Unfortunately, we're at 13 and our shadows aren't doing too much. So I'm thinking we're probably going to dash Ragavan and then put Lurrus to hand, is my guess. Creeping Chill. Cool. I would have liked it if they had drawn that, but they would not draw it. So let's put Lurrus to hand, I think. Another Creeping Chill. Oh, and they got Conflagrate with 4 cards in hand. So that's a thing they can do. We're still playing game. Had 2 Kaya's Guile, which worked out very well. Opponent still has half their cards, though. And if they get one of these Ox to go off, that is troublesome. So hopefully we can find some shadows. Okay, so this lets us play our shadows. And we're going to start off with a dashed Ragavan. Think they're thinking about axing the Ragavan, and they do. Oh, that doesn't really matter. We don't have to fetch first. Go get another Blood Crypt. Go ahead. So they return Stinkweed Imp. We know they don't have a land in hand to cast it. They didn't get a good Dredge. And this looks like lethal to me. Yeah, GG. Lightning Axe is not going to do it. How much mana do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We do not have enough to Lurrus dash Ragavan Temur Battle Rage. Oh, it's not lethal because we didn't get a shock there. Damn. So we should just attack, play Lurrus, play Scourge. That seems pretty good. We could play the Temur Battle Rage so they cannot fetch, because this puts them to 1. And if we do that, we can play Lurrus into... So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We can play Lurrus into Ragavan. I think that's fine. Just put them to 1 so they can't fetch. They can Ox. Ooh. That is a problem. That is a problem. I'm going to get the Scourge then. Okay, how many creeping chills? Okay, all the creeping chills are already gone. They have no creeping chills left, so I don't think Ox can kill me. And then with Scourge with Temur Battle Rage, I'm pretty sure that wins the game. They have 5 cards left in their library. 2 cards left in the library. GG? All right. Whew, that was a grindy one, but we managed to get all of our play points back and a surplus chest. Wunderbar. Mardu Shadow. So when I first started thinking about this list, originally I had wanted to go Jund, and I will be playing a Jund list on Wednesday, if you'd like to check that out. But a friend of mine, when they found out that I was checking this out, actually a viewer on stream, showed me this list, which Y Principal had put up onto Twitter. And if you're very familiar with modern leagues, then you've seen this name before. It's right at the top of the leaderboard with 70 trophies. So I thought if they are talking about a list, then, you know, they're a kind of person who knows what they're talking about as far as modern is concerned. So I just grabbed it and played it because that's the kind of thing we can do. And I gotta say, like, I really enjoyed what this deck was doing. I played quite a bit of the Scourge Shadow lists before Modern Horizons 2, and this deck is way better. Way better. The addition of Ragavan and Dragon Rage Channeler taking the places of Monastery Swiftspear and X. Like, I played a lot of cards in that slot. I've played Dark Confidant, I've played Bomat Courier, I've played Knight of the Ebon Legion. By far, these are the right creatures for this list. Dragon Rage Channeler, Ragavan, Scourge, and Shadow. And then, I mean, the spells, they basically just slot themselves right into the deck. You get 8 1-mana hand disruption spells, which is incredible. Usually these lists were playing 6. 8 is way better. And then for removal, I mean, Prismatic Ending, Dismember, Lightning Bolt, Unholy Heat. You just have such great options in this deck. I love it. And then, like, the sideboard is so simple, and then it's also so effective. We brought in like 4 of Kaya's Guile, 4 of Dauthi Voidwalker for a lot of matches. Different decks, and we just brought in the same sideboard because it's so good. And then, you know, like we've got Stony Silence for the food decks for Hammer Time, and then Alpine Moon for Amulet Titan. So this deck is very well set up. I would highly recommend that anyone interested in Death's Shadow give this list a shot. I don't think you'll be disappointed.